Officials announce new investigation into infamous Atlanta child murders. Atlanta officials announced Thursday they will re-evaluate evidence in a series of murders of black children and young adults between 1979 and 1981. The string of murders drew national attention, prompting TV news broadcasts to run ads asking viewers, The mayor's office will work with the Atlanta Police Department and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation (GBI) to examine old evidence using new technology to see if they can learn more about the largely unsolved cases. Last week, Bottoms announced her administration formed a task force focused on exploring how to remember the victims of the Atlanta child murders. Some families have. Bottoms made clear that this does not mean they are reopening the case, but said it. Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields said it was difficult to find where the evidence in case was stored, which is indicative. The mayor's announcement came just 2 days before Investigation Discovery's 3-hour documentary series about the cases is slated to air. For almost 40 years, Wayne Williams has remained in jail after he was sentenced to life in prison in 1982 when he was charged with 2 murders of adults. At the time, the series explores how the cases were handled and if Williams is truly the killer. Hollywood producer Will Packer is one of the executive producers on the project and told NBC's Nightly News that the cases are one. Known for producing box office hits like Girls, What? One of the child murder victims, Curtis Walker, was described by family members as always smiling and loving to ride bicycles. He was 13 Leach Bell calls herself a fighter and explained that she is still fighting for justice for Curtis. Tune into NBC Nightly News for more on this story.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.